Last time I was here 2 years ago, this was like a pretty big Starbucks and it was packed. You couldn't find a table. What's really crazy to me right now is even though it's been 6 to 8 months, a lot of these places, it's no longer a store. No. It's more just like some stuff is rebuilding and yeah. 2 years ago right now in Lebanon, the minimum wage here was about $450. Today, that's about $45. Even though a lot of people predicted that the economy would completely collapse, walking around here is kind of surprising because surprisingly, people can still afford to go to bars, to nightclubs, donut shops, cookie shops. While there are a lot of people struggling, there are also a lot of people going about their day-to-day life as normal.
I've been in Lebanon for 2 months, and even during this trip, the value of the US dollar to the Lebanese lira keeps changing a lot. When I first arrived, this $100 bill gave me 1.1 million lira. But at the end of my trip, it got me 1.4 million lira. While that might be good for a tourist, imagine living here where your spending power dramatically goes down and is completely uncertain, or being a business owner that relies heavily on importing.
In Lebanon, we are like 90% importing country.
So imagine you're one of the many global retailers in Lebanon, such as Adidas, Victoria's Secret, and H&M. Well, many of them are completely closing down. Lebanon relies mostly on the services sector. That includes things like tourism, banking, investments, consulting, information, and security services. In fact, it's 75% of Lebanon's economy. Then 13% is things like machinery, jewelry, and building materials. And 6% is agriculture, things like fruits and veggies.
All right, so this is my friend Bilal. I met him in Tripoli and did a whole video with him. You can check that out here. This is how much he makes per day right now working in Lebanon in the service industry, and he's gonna break it down.
So I make 110,000 a day, 40,000 for rent, 10,000 for breakfast, snacks between breakfast and lunch, which is 25, and then 10 for dinner. Left with 20,000 only to subscribe to the gym, to pay for my master's degree, and not enough to go hang out with my friends anymore.
2 years ago, I was here and it was packed. Today, it's so different. Most of these stores are closed, and it's April right now, but you still have stuff that say, Merry Christmas.
International stores such as Adidas, Victoria's Secret, and H&M closed permanently, or most of their branches, because the price of their products outgrew the income of a middle-class citizen, just making them completely unaffordable. So imagine you used to make $1,200 a month, and you once in a while splurged on a pair of Nikes that cost $120. That's still 10% of your salary. But now your salary might have plunged to just $120 per month. There's no way you could think about buying that pair of shoes.
So because medication is so expensive, because it's imported, the government has actually started to subsidize a lot of the medication, because if you're earning wages here in Lebanon, chances are it's very hard to afford.
I met a Lebanese woman who studied in New York and now owns a bakery shop in Beirut. All the flour, sugar, and ingredients she uses are imported. Even plastic containers are imported, making it extremely hard for her to run a business and anticipate her costs.
You import most stuff.
Oh, everything is imported. When you want to buy like the simple boxes, they tell you that the carton is imported. The butter, the sugar, you have to pay them, it's on the daily rate. And if it's a price in the morning, it's another price in the afternoon.
We used to be a services country with the financial sector, so all of that is going to cease to exist. We're going to be a manufacturing country, we're going to be potentially an outsourcing country, because the value of labor today is 1/10 what it was 18 months ago.
So hold up, if Lebanon's economic crisis is so bad, how come its economy hasn't collapsed the way many have predicted? One reason is what's called remittance. The World Bank estimates that nearly $7 billion was sent into Lebanon by family and relatives abroad. In fact, a whopping 36% of the country's GDP is made up of remittances. It's very common to see Lebanese expatriates working in other countries and sending their family money in Lebanon.
A lot of people have left. Like almost all of my friends were a group of 7 girls, so I'm the only one here left. And it's actually sad because most of them didn't want to leave, because we had other plans, like we all wanted to stay here.
A lot of doctors have left, a lot of subspecialties and don't have a subspecialist right now in AUB, so we have generalists.
Brain drain isn't only in the medical sector though. Lawyers, engineers, experts of all sorts are leaving the country to seek a higher salary. All this as poverty is rising. About 1.7 million people are estimated to fall under the poverty line now in Lebanon. People I talk to here have varying opinions. Samer finds positives in the situation.
For 5,000 years, we have been exporting people. And I don't expect that to stop, because being on the Eastern Mediterranean makes you're at the crossroads of civilization. So you will rarely have peace. And as long as you have conflict, people will leave. But Lebanon is beautiful because this is where you actually seed and nurture the brains that end up leaving and doing great things.
But others are not so optimistic.
I'm worried about just one thing, which is like if we will have, let's say, chaos on the street. This is something that worries me. Yes. When people are hungry, they can do anything.